So this is not how I thought today was gonna go. I'm freaking out because I want this little guy to live. Today I was gonna take off and simply just do some stuff around the house. And of course, God willing, said no. Today we have to try and save a baby possum. All right, so I literally just got back from the store, got some Kmart. Now this is a kitten milk replacer. You can give these to these guys, it's not a problem. I've even recently heard that people can give the canine one to them. So this guy is tiny. I do have a little scale here. I do need to weigh him to get his proper weight, so I make sure I give him the right amount of food. I do also have a syringe. I also picked up some bottles. This isn't necessarily for right now. This is more for when he gets a little bit older, if he makes it. And then we can move on to the bottles, but let's pull this little bad boy out and get him weighed so I know how much food to properly give him. All right, Summer came out to help me because this is not going to be easy. So we got the scale zeroed out right now. There he is. There's the cute little baby possum. If I can get it to focus on him and not my face. So, cute little guy, but we are going to get him weighed out so we can see how many grams he is. Hang on, buddy, you gotta let go of my finger, I know. All right, so he is 61 grams. So him being only 61 grams, he's gonna get a lot less food than what a kitten would be at his size. Yeah, you can go ahead and open it. So again, we're not using the bottles right now. I kind of just got those while I was at the store so we can use them later. This is 61 grams, so he's gonna get, what? 2 cc's? So 2 cc's of milk.
So, this was a sterile syringe. I took it out of the package already, but we keep these on hand. I use them for the other animals for medications and things like this. Usually you should do it or feed at warm, I can't even talk. You should feed the milk at room temperature, or you can warm it up a little bit with, like set it in hot water so it doesn't burn them pretty much or get too hot. They're supposed to eat about every 4 hours at this age, and Will said 2 cc's, that's the same as ml. Just some of the syringes are marked different, but it's the same thing. They don't actually suckle like mammals do. So sometimes a syringe is easier than these bottles for their mouth shape and the size. Come here, buddy. So you more have to like drip it in.
So I have him on a little stuffed bear animal thing right now. To try and make him feel more comfortable, like he's kind of hanging on to his mom.
So now he's getting his first little taste of it. He's a little dirty, probably from his mom and the siblings that didn't make it. So after we feed him and he has some food in him, we'll be cleaning him up. But they more drink it.
So a lot of people actually fear possums because they think they carry rabies and have a really nasty bite. When they get older, if they do actually bite you, yeah, it could hurt a lot. They do have very sharp teeth, but possums actually can't carry rabies. Their blood cannot sustain the disease.
And the temperature of their blood is actually lower, so that's why. But they can have ectoparasites like fleas and all that fun stuff. This guy doesn't really look dirty though. So that's a good sign. He has a few superficial wounds like on his ear. So those are the ones that we're gonna clean up after he eats. Not really sure the last time he ate before this. So if he doesn't eat the whole 2 cc's, so like he did about
A little less than a quarter.
Yeah, a little less than a quarter. So we may just start with that and then try again in a few hours. Come here, baby. Do you want more? Is that all you want? seems to be like dozing off now.
Yeah. So normally, most people would bring a possum this size to a rehab or something like that. Most rehabs, especially here in Florida, I mean, they get in so many baby possums and raccoons and stuff like this. They do what they can, but they all don't make it.
The moms can have up to 20 babies. Usually, if the moms make it with the babies, not even half of them, usually less than half actually make it. So he has energy though, which is good. And he's walking around, he looks really healthy. He's got one tick right there on his tail that we will have to get off, but it doesn't look like he actually has fleas, which is good, because then he could, well, just like dogs and cats, you run the risk of getting diseases that the fleas may carry. Here, baby. Want some more?
Now, possums are one of the few animals you can actually legally, with a class 3, like we have, kind of keep out of the wild here in Florida. You cannot do that with raccoons. You need proof of purchase when it comes to raccoons, but possums,
from somebody that had them.
Yeah, from somebody that had them legally prior. But he's scratching his little ear. But we're gonna go ahead and.
Looks like he has a little bit of a hematoma.
Does he? Oh yeah. Yep.
So he did eat a little bit more. He's kind of calmed down, so I'm gonna pull this tick off of his tail. If you see in his ear too, it does look like he has a little bit of a hematoma, probably from the incident. So Will brought out some chlorhexidine. We diluted it a little bit more for him, so we're gonna try to clean him up now since he's relaxed. Hold on, baby, I gotta put you down. Boop. You're okay.
This finger. Oh, you got it?
Yeah. So, luckily it doesn't seem like this tick actually got any blood from him yet, which is good. Hold on, you gotta stay away from the edge. I gotta kill it.
You can kind of see the hematoma. Let's see if I can hold him to the light. See the big blood spot in his ear there. See the difference in the ears there. That might have been from the mother getting possibly hit by the car, his ear getting nicked or something. So.
I just sprayed our paper towel with chlorhexidine. I'm gonna clean up the little blood spots. I think he might have one little superficial cut inside of his ear. The other ones don't look, or the other ear looks fine. He has a few blood spots on his face, so we're gonna get those cleaned up. But this stuff's actually really good. It's what they use in vets' offices, usually before they do procedures. Your dogs, cats, whatever you guys have and bring will get cleaned up with this. He was itching at this before, so it's probably a little uncomfortable, so I bet it feels good. You can see him closing his one eye. He doesn't seem to mind it. We did get the one tick off. I'm gonna double check to make sure he doesn't have any others, but I don't see flea poop on him, which is really good. And that tick seemed like it hadn't gotten any blood yet, so it probably latched on sooner than being on there for a while. And he has energy, so that's a good sign.
So we're definitely gonna have to monitor him, you know, over the next couple of weeks. He's only about, say about a month and a half old. When these guys do come out, they have no hair. They're cute little marsupials, but
they are the only marsupials north of Mexico. But as you guys can see, he's not trying to get away. He's just kind of hanging out now. My hand's probably warm for him, and this probably feels pretty soothing.
So these guys are very touchy-feely. When they're babies, the mother will kind of rub them to get them to move around a little bit. So when I first was handed this little guy, that's what I immediately started doing to see what his energy was kind of like. He did have good amount of energy. He does keep, you know, scratching different parts of him. Don't really know what's causing him to scratch, but that's why we're doing this, to try and clean him up and take care of him. You know, if he does make it, we will probably end up keeping him, unless there's some kind of release program we could do with him. But they are insectivores, so oh, nice little yawn. So we're gonna do what we can to keep him alive and make sure he makes it. We'll keep you guys updated as time goes on. But yeah, we just have to monitor him very closely. Well, Summer's gonna have to monitor him very closely for the next couple of weeks, especially feeding him every 3 hours. That means I have to set an alarm to wake up every 3 hours.
Do it in the morning now?
Well, in the morning, at midnight, and all times. So we'll definitely keep you guys posted on his health and how he's doing.
Also, at this age, they're still in the mother's pouch. So we put him in a little box with some towels. We'll probably run to the store and get him some of those fleece blankets that you can get from Walmart for like $3 or whatever. And if we have a glass cage, we'll probably put him in that with a little light so he can't escape any wires.
Yeah.
Or anything.
But again, that's also why I gave him this little Happy Valentine's Day teddy bear. He will hang on to this like it's his mother. We do have a heat light already for him, so it's gonna be an interesting next couple of weeks. Hopefully he makes it. Is it a boy or a girl?
I don't know. I didn't actually check.
We have a little girl.
Is it?
Yeah, she's got a pouch.
Hey, baby.
So we do have a little girl possum. Now these guys don't live long. Keep that in mind, guys. They only live about 3 years.
4.
3 or 4? Yeah. They don't live very long at all. So hopefully she pulls through and she makes it. But I think that's pretty much it for this one.
When she does, she'll be a little ambassador animal for her species.
And when you come to the zoo, you can see her.
Little baby.
So that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something new.
Watch the roads.
Watch the
Look where you're
roads.
driving.
Don't be so terrified of possums. They're not as bad as everybody thinks they are.
They cannot get rabies.
They cannot get rabies. They might eat your dog or cat's food, but that's about it. And they have prehensile tails, so they're pretty cool.
Yeah, you can see her wrapping.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. Like always, remember, subscribe if you are not already. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Pray for this little girl that she pulls through. Big thank you to my Patreons. If you guys would like to become a Patreon, definitely check out the link below.
We will definitely be doing updates on her with them and YouTube.
Yeah, and if you guys would, again, like to become a Patreon and support us in building our zoo and our dream, definitely check out the link. But we'll see you in the next one. Bye!